this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi and welcome to this video. This is the card I'm making today. I love it. It's some of my favourite colours, Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay. So let me show you what I did. To start off with, I've got a piece here of Coastal Cabana, and this is just 1/4 of an A4 sheet. And on the back I've put a piece of adhesive sheet, and I'm going to cut this out with this die set called the Medallions die. And it's this huge die here. So all I'm going to do is put that over my piece of card, and it just fits. And then I'm going to run this through Big Shot or any die cutting machine you've got, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've done it. I just ran it through a few times and then everything comes out really easy, and this is what you're left with. So now I have a piece of Whisper White, and this measures 10 centimeters I think by 13 centimeters, and it's basically just the size of my die. And now I'm going to stick this die, which is basically a die cut now, a sticker, to it. And all I'm going to do is just peel off the first row so everything is not sticking to everything. And then I'm just going to line everything up here on my grid paper. And because I've only peeled off the first layer, the first row, I can easily place what I want. And once I've got the first row, I can push it down, and if you don't, like now I haven't actually burnished it down, you can pull it up and then reposition it if you need to. Obviously once you press it down and give it a bit of a burnish, you can't do that. And actually look at that, the offcut from the adhesive sheet. Isn't that pretty as well? You could almost, you could use that as a stencil. You could save that as plastic and use that as a stencil. Wouldn't that be pretty? I think I'm going to do that. Homemade stencil, there you go. So there we have our pretty die cut, and now I'm going to stick all of this panel to my what do you call this, card base. But I'm just going to trim a little bit of my Whisper White here at the top because I feel it's sticking out and I don't like it. So I'm just going to take basically just a hair, there we go, away. So I just trimmed a tiny piece. You can just see, well, you could see just a tiny piece there, but it was bugging me. So anyway, enough of that. We're going to put some snail on the back of this. And you can see I've been playing. I've got lovely inky hands from my Melon Bamboo from my previous video. So let's plonk this down here. It just fits the width of our card base. And I'm going to just centre it top and bottom. There we go. So that's what we have so far. So let's put that aside and do some stamping. So I've got here a scrap piece of Whisper White, and the stamp set I'm going to be using is this one called Many Mates, and it has all these wonderful sentiments. And actually this set and the die set, they match each other, so they come together as a bundle and you can save 10%. So always a good thing. I'm going to stamp it now in Bermuda Bay ink, and we've got the sentiment here that says happy birthday. So there we go, lovely. Close all of that up, put it aside, and I'm going to bring in here a punch, and this is the Label Me Lovely punch. And I'm going to first punch out a piece here of Bermuda Bay, there we go, and then I'm going to punch out our sentiment as well, and just try and get it as straight and centered as possible. That will do. Okay, close up our punch, get rid of all of that, and then all I'm going to do now is cut this sentiment, this piece of Bermuda Bay in half, as you've seen me do a zillion times already, and get our Tombow out. And as always, put a bit, on the top and the bottom of our sentiment. so we can stick. Now I had a lid for my Tombow. What have I done with it? Oh, look at that, it's sitting right in front of me and I can't see it for looking. Oh dear. Let's layer this up before we have any more mishaps. That looks good to me. There we go. That looks fine, and then we're going to get some dimensionals, which I have here. And I'll just stick one across the seam as well. And then I'm going to take the backs off this. Bring back our card base and center this as much as possible, something like that. Okay, and then I've got this metallic edged ribbon, and I'm going to try and tie a bow. So, okay, I've given up. I've tried my best. It's not the best I've ever seen, but in this case it's going to have to do. It's done with love, and that's the most important thing, isn't it? So I'm going to wallop that down there. Still looks okay. And brings back some rhinestones. And then we're just going to put one of these medium-sized ones on the bottom of the exclamation mark, and we are done. So there you go. What do you think? Like it, hate it, love it? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so if you like the project, I would be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want any more information about this project, it'll be on my blog post, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. If you'd like a copy of the new catalogue, which includes all the products we've used today, then go to my website and click on the contact me, and I will get one out to you ASAP. So thank you once again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!